Why should the people that actually bought land legitimately thinking it was safe, they did their due, why should we pay while those that illegally built are left scot-free? Also, Lagos State has been destroying properties. They destroyed the Maryland. They destroyed. So what is this thing that we don't want to destroy homes? We don't want to. Showed up now with no notice, just came and marked the property for demolition. What country is this? Who does that? Who does that? What is the Nigerian government? What are you setting? What examples are you setting? This is why land grabbers are parading scot-free in Lagos, because the government this is land grabbing by the government. That's what you are doing. Yes, we understand eminent domain, but it has to be done properly. People illegally built on the approved coastal road, go there and destroy their homes or shift it by the water. Go and fill the water. If you go to, I don't understand this government. If you go to that Okwaja, you will see that water has eroded houses and buildings. Why don't you go back there and reclaim that? That's a result of the thing that's being done in Atlantic Coast Project. The Sandfield there, the Sandfield in Lake Ibeju. Of course, all the towns in between are bearing the brunt of coastal erosion right now. Go back and reclaim that land and put the coastal road there. If you don't want to destroy homes that are illegally built on the coastal road, but don't let those of us that bought our properties with hard earned money, don't let us be paying. We did the right thing. Don't let us pay for the mistakes or the illegality of those that are illegally built on the coastal road. But don't let those of us that bought our properties with hard earned money, don't let us be paying. We did the right thing. Don't let us pay for the mistakes or the illegality of those that are illegally built on the coastal road. Mr. Minister, take the road back to where it belongs. Take the road back to where it belongs. This is not a matter of an Igbo lady fighting against you. No, I'm Yoruba. I'm affected. And we have had demonstrations. A lot of people are affected that are Yorubas. So please, take the road back to where it belongs. We have investors in the diaspora. Some of my investors are still going to make a video tape. I'm telling them now, because it's a bitter pill to swallow, that they invested in the land. It's been over 20 years since we bought that place. And without notice, I just showed up and you marked the property for demolition without notifying the owners. What country does this? It's like a banana republic, I'm sorry to say. That this is what we have to be talking about in 2024. If
you give your money, after all you had to go through in making your money legitimately, and you decided to go and give your money to them in Nigeria that you want to, as they are saying, come and invest in Nigeria, and it touch you, I go here. And I can use your story to advise others in a place where land grabbers are in charge of government. So your land is not safe. Forget about courts, forget about law, forget about documents and the rest of that. Once they say your document is invalid, go valid no. You want to go to court? All right, good luck. Okay? So if you think you have a social capital and you are immune from the backlashes of this illegality going on in that contraption, no wahala. I wish you a very good luck. Okay? I do. Like, seriously, I do. So, the new speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly has started our own reign after the removal of Obasa. So Miranda Bisola, the new speaker, announced our own standing committee, which means like give positions. Because before now, every standing committee in the Lagos State House of Assembly were appointed by Obasa. So in one of our outings recently, this is brought to us.
Madam Speaker!
Distinguished honorable members of the Lagos State House of Assembly, guests in this hallowed chamber, the management and staff of the House, gentlemen of the press, fellow Lagosians, I remain honored to preside over to this plenary section of this esteemed assembly. As the newly elected speaker, I am deeply grateful for the trust and confidence you have responded in me, and I pledge to work tirelessly to uphold the principle of transparency, good governance, and other noble tenets that this noble house stands for. As we begin this new chapter in the history of our assembly, I want to assure you that our administration will focus on working together for a better Lagos. We will work harmoniously with other arms of government to ensure a seamless delivery of dividends of democracy to Lagosians who are our core focus. Therefore, we will work to ensure that irrespective of gender, education, religion, and ethics background, every Lagos resident is proud to say, I am a Lagosian. I hereby announce that Honorable Temitope Adewale Adedeji, as the new majority leader of the 10th Assembly, member representing Ifapo Constituency 1, please take the chair. Sunday Ganiu Okonawan, member representing Oshofe, to also take the chair as the deputy whip. All in favor say aye. Aye. All in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
That is the Madam Speaker. You know, she's moving away from the Obasan's tribal politics, according to our own speech, that every Lagos resident will be accorded the same rights as Lagosian, that they will be proud to call themselves Lagosian. This is not going to be my Lagos, not your Lagos. Go back to Anambra or go back to where? That's what she said, right? Obasa was in the process, according to him, in the process of making law that every business in Lagos must be owned by the Yorubas. I don't even know how that even make any sense. He was pushing that, Yoruba home owners must not rent their properties to non-Yorubas because of what happened in 2023. They must make sure that what happened in 2023 must never happen again. These mofos forgot that the majority of those that rejected them in Lagos, they are Yorubas. They are not non-Yorubas. But he was pushing that agenda to the point that they started renaming streets. Any street that is not Yoruba name must be changed. Because according to them, this is how to make sure that the Yoruba interest is protected. But there was never, in the process, in that move, there was never a plan to roll out money and say, we are giving out 200 billion naira to Yoruba businesses in Lagos so that we can, they can own their businesses. If you're a Yoruba man, you are interested in business, Abi, come and collect 1 billion. Come and collect 2 billion. Okay? Are you interested in spare part business? Come and collect 20 billion. Are you interested in electronic business in Lagos? As a Yoruba man, come and collect 5 billion. There was no plan. It was just pronouncement. While the real Omo Ale Yoruba are busy selling their own parents' lands and properties in order to go and marry another wife through a party. Spray money on on Oshupa, Paso, and even K1. And when they blow the money, when they finish the money, right, they will now rely on the Owameji Fenyokon, the all-risers. They will now rely on the politicians to possibly take those properties back from the people they sold them to, chase them away. They're waiting for a time that maybe something will happen, and they will chase away those who bought those they sold their family houses to. They can take it back and, I don't know. Your parents suffered and they built their own properties and all of that. They died. You sold the properties. You spent the money. Then you joined APC, and you started attacking the Igbos and other non-Yorubas, hoping that something will happen and you can get all the properties back. Who does that? So it be like say Madam Speaker is trying to say, no, we are going to have to choose another path. We are not going to be doing this, my Lagos, not your Lagos. I'm just saying. I'm not counting on it. All right. So talking about Ayinde, you know, K1's mother died today. He said his mom was a 105-year-old woman. She died in Ijebu today, I heard. And his house has been a maker of sorts for a lot of his fans and, you know, well-wishers, mourners and all that, including Tifnubu. They also placed a call to him from Dubai this afternoon.
All about this time long, you know. I'm a unity, you know. I'm Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Ìwọ president, bàbá mi president, ìyá máa jẹ mí ní Nàìjíríà ilé ìkọ́, ìṣe Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n mú dání. No, ìyá mi jọmọ kọ́ ọ̀hún ẹ̀kọ́ ìjọba aṣíwájú náà. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Safe trip back home, sir.
Safe trip back home, sir. So that was a call, Luke calling K1 from Dubai. And, you know, kind of like commiserating with, is that commiseration or condoling? I don't know. You know, it's just like, you're on jail. You're on jail. It's like, you're going to, you're on Jamie. To the president of Nigeria. You're going to Jamie, Nigeria. That means to say, you will not, okay, how do I put it? You're on jail. You will not suffer or be cheated. I don't know. And it was like, nobody can sort of punish me in this country that you are the president. I mean, like, you as an orphan, you shall not suffer, something like that. And K1 was like, it's not just as an orphan, no, even as Ashiwaju's son, you're going to Jemio, you know. Anyway.
Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọ̀rọ̀ epo àwọn á di 200 á di bàbá. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀, àbàmì wálẹ̀.
Ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀. Ìwúta fẹ́ kọ́lá wo ṣe. Ẹbẹ̀ ń wà lọ́wọ́. Ìjọba èmi ló kàn yìí. Ẹbẹ̀ ń wà lọ́wọ́. Ìjọba èmi ló kàn yìí. Ẹbẹ̀ ń wà lọ́wọ́. Ebi ń pa wá, ìyà ń jẹ wá, kò sí ìfọkànbalẹ̀. Ìjọba èmi ló kàn yìí. Ẹbẹ̀ ń wà lọ́wọ́. Ìjọba èmi ló kàn yìí. Ẹbẹ̀ ń wà lọ́wọ́. Ẹbẹ̀ ń wà lọ́wọ́. Ìjọba èmi ló kàn yìí. Ẹbẹ̀ ń wà lọ́wọ́. Ìjọba èmi ló kàn yìí. Ẹbẹ̀ ń wà lọ́wọ́. Ebi ń pa wá, ìyà ń jẹ wá, kò sí ìfọkànbalẹ̀. Ìjọba èmi ló kàn yìí. Ẹbẹ̀ ń wà lọ́wọ́.
Ẹbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run o, fear God o. Anyway, I found a video online, and I don't know how to. Normally, the way I kind of like the way I saw it when I first saw the video, by the way, was like, there's some level of fooling that people can go, but there are some of it that sometimes you have to kind of like roll it back and be like, you guys are supposed to be adults, Abby. When you look at those who are following Wiki politically, I think they have a problem. It's like a mental disorder as well. Remember this local government chairman in Rivers State? They were fighting Fubara, and they claimed that Fubara was just like a little boy, you know. And then somehow, Fubara succeeded in edging them out from those who are House of Assembly members, right? That you know, they say you have to like look before you leap. Leap is, yeah. So you look before you leap. But they didn't look before they leaped. And it ended up terminating their political career. At least, if it's temporarily, we shall see. If it is permanently, we shall also see. They got them out as members of a River State House of Assembly, right? So the same thing with this local government chairman whose term ended. Let me give you the backstory so that you understand what I'm trying to get, where I'm trying to get to with this, okay? When the Wahala between Werewike and Fubara started, Fubara, except that he is the most powerful political figure in River State, but he was also the most undermined, looked down upon. He is the most powerful figure because he's the executive governor. The way Nigeria is structured, the governor is the most powerful person in a state. But sometimes people say a governor is not powerful without the assembly on his side. So because the assembly can pull the rugs under his feet, impeach him, throw the entire space into disarray. But the Werewike scam, they made a mistake. They announced their intention before. It's like counting your eggs before it hatch, right? So they made it obvious that they were going to impeach Fubara the moment Werewike ordered them to do it. So Fubara decided to go on the sort of like on the defense by playing along when they reported them to Tifnumbu. So Tifnumbu now called for a peace meeting. When Tifnumbu called for a peace meeting, Werewike's assembly members, within that space, they decamped to APC, hoping that that will further solidify their base with the backing of Tifnumbu. So when they went for peace meeting, right? Number one, Tifnumbu made it clear that they have run to him in APC and he can't push them back, which is to confirm that they are no longer in PDP. And you can only come to another party if your party is having problem. So around that time, there was no problem in PDP River State at all. So immediately, Fubara got a court injunction after declaring their seat vacant. So that automatically gave him a hedge over them. But because Werewike kind of have this his own control over the judiciary, but this time around, no longer not in River State anymore, but in Abuja. The issue of the seats of lawmakers at the State House of Assembly is limited to the state level, to the state court, not outside it per se. However, these guys misstep, just put the news around their neck politically. That's how they died politically. But they didn't believe it. The situation is kind of like foregone conclusion. So they were still living in that deluded, sort of a delulu belief that with Werewike, with Tifnumbu, right? They are still lawmakers, which actually shown that they've lost the edge of impeaching Fubara. They can no longer impeach him, even though they are the majority. They couldn't impeach him anymore because they are no longer lawmakers in the face of the River State's law, except for Abuja and the rest. So similarly, before they pushed themselves over the cliff politically, they were undermining that Fubara. For example, the tenure of the local government chairman ended in last year. He ended in, I think it was in June 2024. So it was time for Fubara, as they normally do, right, to appoint caretaker chairman, even though there is a Supreme Court judgment months after that, June 2024, that says every local government in Nigeria must have elected members, or sorry, elected executive, like they must have elected chairmen or chairpersons. Nothing like caretaker anymore. Any local government or any state in Nigeria that failed to conduct local government election, right?